Imagine this. It's 400,000 years ago. You were cold. You were terrified. The night is alive with sounds you don't understand. Growls, rustling, darkness pressing in from every side. And then, a bolt of lightning strikes a dry tree, and for the first time in your life, you see it. A dancing, flickering, golden thing. You don't know what to call it. You don't know what it is. But deep in your chest, something ancient stirs, and everything is about to change. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going back, way back, to what is arguably the single most important moment in all of human history, the discovery of fire. Before we talk about fire, let's talk about what life looked like without it. And honestly, it was brutal. Our early ancestors, Homo erectus, were living in small groups, scavenging for food, sleeping in trees or caves to avoid predators. When the sun went down, life basically stopped. There was no light, no warmth, no protection. Nighttime was the enemy. They ate raw meat, raw plants, whatever they could find. And their bodies, while remarkable, were working twice as hard to digest food that hadn't been cooked. Their brains were smaller, their jaws were enormous because they needed them to chew. This is the world before fire, and it's important to understand how limiting it was because it makes what happened next so extraordinary. So here's the big question. How did early humans first encounter fire? The answer? They didn't create it. Not at first. Nature did. Lightning strikes, volcanic eruptions, spontaneous combustion in dry grasslands. Fire existed on Earth long before humans did, and our ancestors would have seen it, probably from a safe distance, and done what every rational creature does. They ran. But here's where it gets fascinating. At some point, one brave, or maybe just very hungry, individual didn't run. They got closer, and they noticed something incredible. Animals that had been caught in wildfires were delicious. The meat was tender. The smell was irresistible. So they started doing something no other animal had ever done before. They started following fire, picking up burning sticks, carrying embers, keeping the flame alive. Scientists call this fire use, and evidence suggests Homo erectus was doing this as far back as 1 million years ago, possibly even earlier. Sites in South Africa, like Wonderwork Cave, show signs of controlled fire use dating back about 1.7 to 2 million years. That is mind-blowing. But using fire and making fire, those are two completely different things, and the gap between them took hundreds of thousands of years to bridge. The earliest reliable evidence of humans making fire deliberately, intentionally, dates to around 400,000 years ago. Sites in Israel, China, and Europe show structured hearths, ash, charred bones, burned tools. So how did they do it? Two main methods, and if you've ever tried either of these, you know they are not easy. Method 1, friction. You take a dry wooden stick, called a spindle, and you spin it rapidly against a flat piece of wood called a fireboard. The friction generates heat. Heat creates an ember. The ember falls into a bundle of dry grass. You blow gently, and boom, fire. Method 2, percussion. You strike flint, a very hard rock, against iron pyrite, a mineral also called fool's gold. The impact creates sparks. Those sparks catch on dry tinder, and again, fire. Both of these methods require knowledge, skill, and patience. This wasn't accidental. This was technology. Ancient humans looked at the world around them, understood cause and effect, and engineered a solution. That is genius. Now let's talk about what fire actually did to us, because this is where things get truly incredible. Number 1, cooking. This might sound simple, but cooked food is one of the most transformative things that ever happened to the human body. Cooked food is easier to digest. It releases more calories. It kills bacteria. When our ancestors started cooking meat and plants, their bodies adapted over thousands of generations. Jaws got smaller, digestive tracts shortened, and here's the big one, brains got bigger. Evolutionary biologist Richard Wrangham has an entire theory about this, the cooking hypothesis, arguing that fire and cooking are directly responsible for the evolution of the modern human brain. We didn't just discover fire, fire made us smarter. Number 2, safety. Fire kept predators away. Lions, wolves, hyenas, they feared fire. For the first time, humans could sleep on the ground without being eaten alive. They could rest. Proper rest means recovery. Recovery means better health. Better health means longer lives. Number 3, community. And this one gives me chills. The campfire became the first social gathering place in human history. When the sun went down and the fire went up, people came together. They shared food, they told stories, they passed down knowledge from elder to child. The campfire is quite literally the birthplace of human culture, of language, of storytelling, of us. Number 4, tools and technology. Fire allowed early humans to harden wooden spears, shape clay, and eventually, thousands of years later, smelt metal. The Bronze Age, the Iron Age, the Industrial Revolution, modern civilization, all of it traces back to a single burning stick in the hands of an ancient ancestor. It's no surprise that virtually every culture on Earth has a myth about the origin of fire, because fire felt supernatural, it felt like a gift. The Greeks had Prometheus, the titan who stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. Zeus was so furious he chained Prometheus to a rock and had an eagle eat his liver every single day for eternity. That's how valuable the gods considered fire to be. In Hindu mythology, Agni, the god of fire, is one of the most important deities, a messenger between humans and the divine. In Native American traditions, speak of the coyote stealing fire from the fire beings and running with it across the land to give to the people. Different stories, different continents, different cultures, same instinct. Fire came from somewhere sacred, because somehow, deep in our collective memory, we understood fire didn't just keep us warm, it made us human. The next time you light a candle, strike a match, turn on a gas stove, I want you to pause for just 1 second, because that tiny flame, it's connected to a thread that stretches back millions of years, to a shivering ancestor standing at the edge of a burning forest, too curious to run, to a child watching an elder spin a stick against wood for the very first time, to every campfire, every hearth, every forge that shaped the world we live in today. We didn't conquer nature, we partnered with one of its most powerful forces, and in doing so, we became something the world had never seen before. We became human. If you found this video fascinating, smash that like button and subscribe. We go deep on stories like this every week. And drop a comment below. What do you think was the single biggest impact of fire on human civilization? I read every single one. Until next time, stay curious and keep the fire burning.